There's a lot of different ways in which we'd like to get help from you all. So in particular, if you're seeing Laurel Wilt symptoms in a new place, and so here's the map of where it currently is in Kentucky. If you're seeing problems on sassafras in a place that's not listed here, there's a lot that can kill sassafras, but because of Laurel Wilt disease, we'd really like to know, and you can report those to your county agent, to me, or to Alexandra Blevins with the Kentucky Division of Forestry. If you have large sassafras in an area where Laurel Wilt disease is nearby and you'd like to get involved in some research projects, we are looking for some test sites to eventually try some different fungicide treatments. So if you live in one of these areas and you know you've got Laurel Wilt nearby, you know you're going to lose those trees in the near future, we'd like to maybe use them for a research trial. At the very least, they could test some of these promising potential management options in the future. If that's of interest to you, please do reach out to myself or Alexandra Blevins. And then finally, we really want to know if you've seen large, healthy sassafras in areas where all of the other trees have been killed. So again, Tyler and others looking for resistance, looking for tolerance, looking for trees that somehow are able to stay healthy when the other ones die. So those are some projects that are looking for your help right now, and I'm sure that there are others. And if you have some, feel free to put them in the chat. Those researchers who are joining us today, if there are other things that you'd like help with. But again, before I wrap up, I just want to mention, I hope that many of you will be able to join us for the field day at Jaffers Bend, which is where several of the videos that you saw were filmed in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. And we've got Kelly Jackson joining us today. He's the horticulture agent from Christian County, right where we'll be meeting, and he'll be one of our hosts that day. So Kelly, thanks for inviting us out to see Laurel Wilt disease. I'm sorry that you all are having to deal with this, but I appreciate you inviting us down to see these things in person.
Well, we hope everyone will be able to come down and do the walkthrough at Jeffers Bend. And I know that's probably not a very familiar place to many people, but it's very near and dear to the people in Christian County. It's a botanical / environmental education building where lots of classes, so it's appropriate that we meet there. And just we'll be parking at the pavilion, and those who sign up for that will get directions onto the pavilion, and then it's just a short little few steps over to the woods, and there's plenty of trees to see that have the symptoms, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, and you can also see some of the work that Alexandra and Bud have been doing to trap the beetles. I believe there are some beetle traps there as well. So it should be a really educational day of looking at these symptoms, how to sample, what to look for, how to scout. So hope to see many of you there. And thank you again, Kelly, for inviting us down there.
Certainly.
And for those of you who want Kentucky Pesticide Applicator CEUs, you must complete a survey, and I'm putting that survey in the chat right now. So this is a link to the survey. If you have any problems with it, you can just send me an email. And this is a Qualtrics survey, but it really shouldn't take you any more than 5 minutes to complete. We hope that everyone completes the survey and lets us know what you thought of today's webinar. But especially if you want pesticide applicator CEUs, do complete it, because I'll ask for your license number, and that will let me get that to Kentucky Department of Ag to get you those CEUs. You can also scan that QR code right here, and that will take you to that survey, as well as linking to it in the chat, whatever is easier for you. With that, I think that we could address a few of the questions that came up that we haven't gotten to, but we are right at noon almost. So I want to thank all of you for joining today, for taking the time to learn about this new invasive issue. I also really, again, want to thank all of our presenters today. This is, as with many of our invasives, there's just so much work to do, and there's so much we don't know. So it's really exciting to see the progress that's been made already. So many thanks to all of you who made today's training possible, and hope to see you September 21st in Hopkinsville for part 2 of the field day.